Hi guys, this is AUSSIETA'S and I'm at the Bitcoin and Blockchain Fair today and I'm talking to Tarun from eINC today. Welcome Tarun. Do you want to talk to us about eINC and how you're developing communities on the platform?
Yeah. So basically eINC is a platform to run decentralized organizations or even decentralized autonomous organizations. The whole concept of this is to operate in a space where third-party intermediaries aren't present. So a space where businesses can operate without trust or third-party intermediaries. So basically, Bitcoin was a revolution when it got launched. It allowed people to transact and transfer value without any intermediary. This is something where people can actually collaborate together and work together in an organizational space when there is no trust in the system.
So and what are the benefits of having a trustless structure versus a traditional business?
Well, traditional businesses are first limited to traditional models. Nothing has changed over the past few decades how businesses actually operate. And they're full of intermediaries, a lot of friction that happens, they're not transparent, and then there is no scope of community-driven projects or communities to benefit from any project where they are involved. So, there is this whole concentration of power in hands of only few people that are running the business that is actually not going to the whole community. So decentralizing it can actually allow the whole community to work together and benefit from that business together.
Okay. So say if I'm a new or traditional business and I want to use eINC, do you have tools to help me set up a business on your system?
Exactly. So we're already live. And you can actually go to our website. We've got our testnet and both mainnet live. So you can actually go to our website and try this out. So you can set up your own company. Like you said, you're a new business. And if you're doing it with partners, you can add some more partners there. You can issue them shares and you can give them voting rights. And then you can, when your business grows and you get employees, you can actually have employees on that organization as well. And you have a company wallet, which is kind of a multi-sig wallet where you actually have to vote with everyone has to vote with their private keys to access those funds. So the company's funds are secure. So if your key gets stolen, I mean your company's money is not getting lost. Because your partners have to use their keys as well. So so that's also one of the key features of this. But also, when it comes to growing the organization, let's say now you need some funds and you want to bring in an investor into your company, that's possible with eINC. I mean, without any friction, you can pass a proposal to get a new investor, he invests money in it, and then, that's all.
To get an investor, is that like launching an ICO?
So it can be a traditional investor who can also commit that he's putting in, let's say, $100,000, and you decide to, let's say, if it's an angel investor, you decide to give 10% equity to him. You pass a proposal in the company, people vote for it. Once it's over 50% or whatever your company's constitution says, once it reaches that consensus, you can actually add him and issue him shares and voting rights, and the money that he invests goes to the company. So, the whole process is transparent. But yes, since it's an Ethereum fork, your startup can actually launch an ICO. So your startup can actually raise money by tokenizing your services. You can also issue your shares. So pretty much everything is possible.
Okay, and why did you decide to fork Ethereum rather than using the main blockchain?
Well, we actually started as an application on Ethereum, and we did that for some time. But there were some issues with running it on Ethereum. So the first and the foremost is the bandwidth wasn't available. So there wasn't enough bandwidth to run so many organizations on Ethereum. If I haven't told you before, basically we have reduced the block time. So this is actually faster than Ethereum as well. So it supports more than twice as much as Ethereum in terms of 2.5 times. So the block time has been reduced to 6 seconds, which is almost 2.5 times faster than Ethereum. and the transaction times is lower. There are more transactions that can actually supported by the blockchain, and also the gas prices are very low.
Yeah.
So basically, if this has to go mainstream and organizations have to try it and test it, and you've got an organization with 1,000 people, and if the gas price is $5, let's say, and you want to pass a proposal, are you going to pay like $5,000 just to vote for one proposal? I mean, how are you actually going to run the whole decentralized community when the prices are so high?
Yeah.
And that was also one of the reasons. And we did actually look for a lot of scalability solutions available for Ethereum, but they were actually coming at a cost of decentralization.
Yeah.
So the whole concept of having a decentralized economy, and then we choose a solution or we build something which is not decentralized, that just defies the whole purpose. So if it is decentralized, it has to be decentralized. A lot of people these days don't really understand the difference between decentralization and non-decentralization. If we have a foundation and we are basically controlling the consensus, that's not decentralized. We would want a system that is out there and which is public and no one controls it. That's pure decentralization to us. Mm-hmm. So I mean,
will you still have miners in the process to?
We do, yeah.
So it's totally decentralized.
Yes, it's totally decentralized. So currently, miners are actually mining it. As I said, as we speak, the mining is going on. The public mining is live, and people are mining the new blocks on this blockchain.
Okay, and so you're in pre-ICO at the moment, yeah? Yeah,
we're currently doing private sales, and next month we'll be doing the pre-ICO. We're now actually building up the community and creating an awareness about what we are doing and what we have built. Because at the end of the day, for any project to succeed, we believe that it needs to have a big and strong community who is backing it.
Yeah.
And because we've built everything, there's this whole product in front of us that the community can actually try it out. So it's not a concept on a piece of paper with a fancy white paper, and we're saying we're going to build something in the future. It's already there. It already exists. It's usable. People are using it. So that's what is unique about eINC as well, that we have.
So you have a working model at the moment?
Yes, we have. Everything is working.
Oh, great.
Even the wallets and Chrome extension to use this, they're all working. We're at a stage where people are actually trying to convince others that they can build something. We are releasing YouTube videos of how this actually works.
Wow.
So that's something different that we're doing from others.
Okay, awesome. And so is there any opportunity for free coins if you're forking?
Oh, yes. Since it's a fork, so there's 1:1 coin that the existing Ethereum holders can claim. All they have to do is they can just simply go to our website, eINC.io, and they can put their wallet address there, and they just receive the coins. So we forked on 13th of February this year.
Okay.
And anyone who had Ethereum in their wallet, they received eINC coins 1:1. And if you want more, we've got some airdrops going on as well. And if you join us on Telegram, you follow us, you get some extra airdrop coins. But we have our private sales. We're doing our pre-sales. We'll be going for an ICO main sale as well.
Sure. And how much are you hoping to raise?
So our hard cap is $22 million.
Okay.
Which is a lot lower than the industry standard.
Of 30 million, usually.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then this is not an application. This is the ecosystem. This is the whole blockchain that we are doing. See, we're raising whatever we feel is we need to maintain and support the project.
Yeah.
We have worked out our tokenomics in a way where we can sustain it in a long term as well. Have.
So how does that work? So do companies pay you to or purchase the token to build their organization? And that's what feeds the blockchain.
So couple of things that we have. So currently we're doing the coin sale for the ecosystem, And then we haven't really tokenized the DAO platform. So like, a lot of competitors or a lot of other companies that are trying to do this, they're like, even building on Ethereum. So even if they succeed in building that something like that, people have to spend gas on Ethereum, then they have to get their coins, their tokens, and then if there is any product that is being built on top of that, another token for that. So so we have not tokenized the platform. It's just like the coins that for the to use the blockchain that we have issued. For long-term sustainability of this project, of course, the money that we'll be raising, it's for the project. It's for the long-term sustenance of the project, for development, for marketing, for maintenance, support. And then we are looking to add new features to it. If you go to our white paper, you'll see like, what all improvements, enhancements that we've got planned. And we've created a long-term reserve for the company as well. So which we can start using after a couple of years. So it's locked. So we will be able to access those on a yearly basis, just enough how much we need to support this. And I believe once this concept goes to the community, we will have a big and strong community that will be backing the project. We want this project to be a community-based, community-run project. Not one foundation making all the profits out of it. This is the whole the concept that we are looking to do, and making the system more transparent. We're looking to have more transparency in the system. Even if you look at the ICO space, these organizations can also raise money through ICOs, like you mentioned before. But what happens to that money that is being raised by these organizations? People don't know. Once that money is raised, how it's being spent, whether or not the founders of that company are adhering to what they said about that. But once you're doing an ICO through a DICO model, which is a combination of DAO and ICO, basically these organizations will be able to raise money through issuing ERC20 tokens, but also use that fund more transparently, and they can even involve community who have contributed to it, and run it in a more transparent and democratic way rather than just doing doing a normal ICO and people don't know what's happening with it, with the money that they
Fascinating. Awesome. So it sounds like a really cool project. You're based out of Melbourne, so it's great to see another Aussie company on the blockchain.
Yep.
And do you have any final words to our viewers?
Well, we are live. The product is working. The blockchain is live. We've got the wallets. I've already told about the airdrops and getting free coins if you have Ethereum. I would just say come and actually try this out. This is a new concept, and you won't really know much about it unless you actually try to do it. And it's super simple, super easy. You don't really need to be a tech genius to actually set up a DAO yourself, so anyone can actually do it in a couple of minutes. We've got some videos out there on YouTube. Just try this.
Okay, thanks, Tarun. I'll put the links to your website and videos in the description.
Okay, that will be perfect.
Awesome, thank you. This is AUSSIETA'i, and you've been watching A Crypto Current Affair. Click like and subscribe and join me on this Crypto Current Affair. Just because it's double doesn't mean it's a bubble.